Art Scholars. So we're going to continue with our portrait studies, looking from when we did our artist copy last week. This week we're now going to study the eye. We're going to do two A5 studies. One is going to be a drawn eye with colour and detail, and the second one is going to be a drawing of your choice. So it could be something like a line drawing or a continuous line drawing that we've done previously. It could be a black and white. It could be a more angular design with mark making. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to draw out the eye and focus on all the range of details that the eye has. And then I'm going to leave you to focus on the other A5 side of the page and to create another eye study, but in a slightly different style. So let's get started. First thing to make sure, I'm going to show you my page here. So I've got my A4 page here. I've divided it in half. First thing to make sure is when you draw out your eye is that it fills the A5 page or most of it. So I've done my eye outline. I've got this is where my nose would be here. I've got a bit of a curve there where my eye it changes slightly. It has kind of like a dip in it. It then has quite a strong curve for the top of the eye and a shallower curve for the lower part of the eye. I'm now going to build in the eyeball on the sides, the pupil and the iris, and the eyelashes. I've got the main structure now to my eye. We've got the pupil and the iris, and my iris has got a dark green black edge to it, so I've added that in. The eyeball then also does stop in the eye socket, so I've put a line in here. This will kind of be a bit more reddy, pinky colour, because that's where the skin that you can see is around the eyeball. Another part here as well. I've then got my eyelashes in, which do change as they've grown. You can see how the lines change. So make sure when you're doing your eyelashes that they're not all straightened in the same direction, because they're probably not like that in real life. So do investigate that with a mirror or a photograph when you're working. I've then got a line over the top here, which is where my eye ball and socket kind of fold in with the skin. So I've put that in, and I've also got a line underneath my eye as well here. So I've got my structure in. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to work with colour pencil. I might use a bit of fine liner possibly for my eyelashes, but we'll see. You have to see how it works. But I think colour pencil for the main colour of the eye and around the skin colour, and then I'll see how I want to finish it when I've done the colour, and I will show you as well. I've just done the colour for my eye. Thought I'd just talk you through it. So I've got this dark green black edge to my eye. And I also noticed I've got more of a yellowy green kind of edge to it around the sides. And then it blends into my black pupil, but then it also has a bit of kind of black smudgy, not shade, but just how it changes slightly in the eye. I've then also kept in these white sections here because it's where the light has reflected on my eye when I've taken the photograph. And I've also got a dark shadow here at the top as well, so I've kept that. I'm now going to add in the kind of pinky red bit here at the corner of my eye. I'm going to add in the skin, and my last thing I'm going to do is my eyelashes. So just add in my skin tone. Now I'm very fair, so I've used this skin colour I have. If you don't have a skin colour, you can use a light pressured orange, or you might need to use a bit more brown because you might be slightly more dark and might be more tanned. I've even added in a bit of yellow because I saw a bit of yellow in my skin tone, so I've added that in and around the eye where I saw it in the photograph. Now I was talking earlier about using maybe a fine liner for eyelashes, but actually I think a black pencil will work nicely. I just need to press hard enough to show the definition of each eyelash. So I will finish that, and then this first study will be completed. Finished colour eye. Just add in the eyelashes. You can see they kind of change as they go across the face. There's no room for an eyebrow or anything, or no room for nose because they are kind of just at the edge of the page. So that is my colour pencil eye study. Now for the second part, there's so many options that you can do for your second eye study. You could do line drawing, you could do one where you flip the colours, so you make them very different and quite spooky actually. You could do just a lovely black and white pencil drawing. You could do a mark making drawing. And there's many other ideas, and no idea will be wrong, but what will look the same is that you should have a similar layout and it should have a similar shape, but how you've made the colours look, as in how you've made the contrast between the white of the eye and the colour of the iris and the dark black of the pupil, that'll be completely up to you. So I look forward to seeing those because I'm very intrigued to see how you as art scholars are becoming your own artists and what you are most interested in. And that is one of the main things, is that I like to show you things, but I also think that it's important that you show me what kind of artist you are as well. So please send me an email of your work you have completed so I can keep giving you feedback, and enjoy studying the eye.